Hello all. In this video, we'll be learning about how to create online coding tests on the HackerRank platform so that students can attempt these coding tests and their performances will be automatically evaluated through the HackerRank platform only. So this video is going to be very much useful for the faculties who wants to conduct the programming assignments or their in-SEM evaluations through the HackerRank platform. Now, if we use this approach will have the advantages for both teachers as well as the students. For the teachers, it will provide the automated evaluation facility of the code submitted by the student based upon the quality and accuracy of code written by the students. And for the students, it will be also an advantage because they will get an experience about the competitive coding platform and the difficulty level of the problem statements of these competitive coding platforms, which they will be facing at the time of their recruitment process during the technical round. So without wasting much time, let's start. So very first, I need to open a browser. So I'm using a Google Chrome browser. You can use any good web browser, either Google Chrome, Firefox or Brave. So inside a browser, I'll just go to the google.com and search for the HackerRank. Now when I search for the HackerRank, you will find out the very first link that's called as the hackerrank.com. So I'll click on that particular link and now you can see the homepage for the HackerRank platform will be open. Now if you don't have any account on the hackerrank.com, you can click on the sign up button and register yourself on this platform. So this platform has a facility to register with the Google itself. So if you have already an Google account, you can link your Google account with this platform. So I already registered on this platform. So I'll just log in to this. So I'll click on login. Now once you click on the login, you will see two sections. One section is for login for companies. So these are generally used by the recruiters in order to conduct the various recruitment coding tests. Now, since we are the individual entity, we will click on the login for developers, the other part. So I'll just click on the login for developers. Now, as you can see, once I click on the login for developers, it will ask me to enter my username and password. And as already said, I have logged in with my Google account. So I'll click on continue with the Google. So I'll choose my official Google account. And now you can see I have logged into the hackerrank.com. Now once I log in, you will see there are lots of topics available through which you can conduct the test for the students. Now these are the topics on which there are some problem statements available on the hackerrank.com. So there are the problem statements from the algorithm topic. There are the problem statement from the data structures. Similarly, C, Java, SQL databases. Lots of topics are available, which you can practice as well as you can conduct the test also. Now, since I want to conduct the test for a student, I'll just go to the main menu and here you can see on the top main menu, there is one menu available that's called as compete. So I'll click on the compete button. And as soon as I click on compete, you will see the contests will be listed here. Now I want to create my own contest. So I'll click on the create contest button. Now, as soon as you click on the create contest button, there will be a form open in front of you where you can fill up the details of the contest. Now this contest will be either the assignment or the ISE component that you are going to schedule for the students. So let's say I'm teaching the subject called as advanced programming, which is actually the Java programming subject, and I want to conduct the ISE component 1 through this subject. So I'll just give a name here as ISE 1 component 1. And since this is for the subject AP, I'll just call it as AP ISE1 component 1. Now, if you want to specify the division name, you can specify the division name also, division B. So there is no any kind of restriction of how to provide the name. So I'll keep the name as simple as Advanced Programming ISE 1 Component 1. Now once you give the name, you have to choose the time at which the test will open and when the test will close. So I choose the time as my test will be open on 4th September at let's say around, so the time is 12:30, and it will close at 1:30 p.m. So I'll just write here as 13:30. So my test will open exactly on 4th September at 12:30 IST. So student can start attempt after 12:30 IC, and all student can attend this test till 1:30 p.m. Now below it you have to choose the organization type. So I'll choose the organization type as school. So whether if you have a college or school, we have to choose the organization type as school. Then we have to provide the name of the organization. Now here you can start typing the name. Now since I am from KIT, I'll just write as KIT's College of Engineering, and I'll type Kolhapur. Okay, so currently this name is not available in the list. So I'll just scroll down, and once you scroll down at the very bottom, you will see the option cannot find the college name. It will ask you that would you like to add this school. So click on this option. So it will automatically try to add this school name. Now once you fill up all the details, you can click on the Get Started button. Now as soon as you click on Get Started button, you can see the page for your contest, that is ISE1 Component 1, will be created. Now if the students wants to attend this component, they has to go the home page of your contest. Now this will be the home page URL of the contest. So let me copy that URL. Okay, so this I'll be sharing with my student so that student can attempt your component or the assignment. Now in the contest detail, you can see the details about the component you have created. So this is what we have filled initially. If I scroll down, there are certain loading page customization options that are available. Now remember, these are not compulsory, but if you want to decorate the web page of your contest, the home page of your contest, you can modify these options, but currently these are not required. Now once you create the contest, the next thing is to add the challenges to your contest. Now challenges are nothing but the actual problem statements from programming that the contest will contain. Now this can have either one problem statement or more than one problem statement. Now for the sake of time, I'll just add one problem statement and show you how to conduct the test. So in order to add the problem statement, I'll click on Add Challenge. Now here it will ask the name of the challenge. Now here you have to provide the name of challenge which is already available on the hackerrank.com. So where and how to find it, let's see. So I'll just go to this particular tab, click on Duplicate, and go to the HackerRank homepage. So here you can see this is the HackerRank homepage, and the topic from which you want to create the problem statement, you can choose that topic. Now since I want to create the problem statement from Java, I'll choose the topic as Java, and then I'll choose the problem statement. So I'll choose this particular problem statement which is called as Java substring. So I need to type this name. So I'll just click on Add Challenge and type the name. And as soon as you type the name, you can see one drop down will appear which will autocomplete your typing. So this is the problem statement which I want to select for students. So I'll just click on that, and here you can see this Java substring problem statement consists the max score of 5, and it is from the category easy. So It will also fetch the max score for the problem statement. Now if you are satisfied with the predefined maximum score, you can keep it as it is, or if you want to modify, you can modify it. So I'll just modify it to 10 and click on add challenge. Now you can see the Java substring is one challenge added under the ISE component 1 which I have created, and it has the max score of 10. Now if you want to provide certain advanced settings, that how should be a leaderboard, or whether there should be a discussion forum available or not, then you can modify this setting here. So I don't want any discussion forum available among the students, so students should not discuss the solution of the problem statement among themselves. So I'll just click on disable forum. So this will disable the discussion forum among the students, so they cannot discuss the problem statement solution among themselves. Okay, so I'll click on disable forum here. Then if you want to add the additional moderator, you can add the additional moderator from this section. Currently I don't want any additional moderator, so I'll leave it as it is. And once you have performed all the changes, you can click on save changes. So I have clicked on save changes and all changes are saved. And here you can see, I'll show you again, these are the details of my challenge. The name of the challenge is AP ISE1 component 1. The challenge will open at 4th September from 12:30 p.m. and it will remain open till 4th September 1:30 p.m. And the challenge consists of only one problem statement, which is the predefined problem statement from the HackerRank platform, and name of it is the Java substring, and it has a maximum score which I have allocated, that is 10. And once you have saved it, the next thing you can do is you can share this URL with your students so students can start attempting it. So I'll show you how the students can attempt from the other logins. So I'll open the incognito mode, and inside the incognito mode, the student will paste this URL. Okay, so consider I'm working as a student. So student, once it will get the URL from you, he will paste the URL here, and he can sign up to this particular contest. So I'll just sign up with other email ID. So in this case, I'll sign up with another Google account. So I'll use my other Google account. So kapse.ajay@kitcuk.in and click on next. And then I'll provide my password. So here I'm trying to show you how the student will attempt this particular contest. Okay. And now you can see I have signed up, and inside the ISE component 1, there is only one challenge available to the student. Now student will click on solve challenge, and the problem statement will be visible to the student. So this will be the problem statement, the input format, the constraints for the input and output, the output format, and there will be a sample input and sample output. Once the students read all the explanation and the problem statement, the students can start writing the code in the editor given below. So let's see how the students will write. So s.student will call the substring method, and then the substring will be from the start till end. And once this is done, we have to print the substring on the standard output. Okay, and once the all code is written, the student can test whether the current test case is running properly or not by clicking on the run code. So I'll click on run code, and now you can see there is the wrong. So it will say that the test case is wrong. So let's see what is wrong. So here the substring is calculated on s, so s need to be modified. So we'll say s is equal to s dot substring, and then click on the run code, and now you can see the output will be correct. Now whatever the demo we have shown, the initial output was wrong and now the output is correct. Now whenever the student will check such kind of output, no marks will be deducted for a student. When student will create on submit button, then only the code will be submitted and marks calculation will be done. So I'll click on yes, submit my code, and now you can see it will check for all the possible test cases, and since all the test cases have passed, it will say the status as accepted, and the max score was 10, so it will allow entire score, that is 10 out of 10, to me. It will also show in how much time the corresponding test case has been satisfied. Now, since the student has submitted the score and depending upon how many test cases he has passed, the score is automatically calculated by the HackerRank platform. Let's go to the teacher side and see how the performance of the students is measured. So whenever I'll come back to the students dashboard, I can click on the signups page, and you can see for a sign up page, the student Kapse Ajay has already signed up and logged in. This is the time and date of the sign up, and whether to know whether the student has solved the problem statement or not, the teacher will click on the statistics button, and here you can see the total sign up count is 1, then login count is 1, the login conversion rate is 100, and numbers who have submitted the code is 1. And once I see this particular statistics, in order to view the detailed statistics, I'll click on click view online contest submissions. If I click on this, you can see Kapse Ajay has solved this Java substring problem within this particular time. The result is accepted, and the total score of that student is 10. And if I hover on this, you will see that how many test cases are passed. So he has passed all the test cases. Now, if you want to see the solution of the student, you can click on the view button, where you can actually see what solution the student has written. So this is how you can conduct the assignments or the ISE component through the HackerRank platform.